before I do any body work on this girl, we got to get it rolling under its own suspension. I don't know how the rear axle is going to be. That might be an obstacle in itself, but I think it might suffer the same issue here in the front. Now this turns left and right, however the hubs on both sides are seized, most likely by moisture buildup over the years and just sitting there down on the ground for who knows how long. This car has been sitting there pretty much about the same length as when a relative owned the salvage yard. Because what I'm going to do, I think the tires off of one of our Buicks will fit onto this. I know it'll be a little bit wider, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to also take off the back fenders here and have a little bit more room in order to move this around, but I don't know about the wheel well section, because I know nothing about these cars just yet, other than just, yeah, you know, I got a Cadillac, and, you know, I've said it multiple times in the past, but hopefully I don't lay on those stickers. I think I got enough wheel well space for a tire to get onto this, but also too, I'm not going to keep this rear axle on the car, but I am going to keep it back. You know, new leaf springs and everything, because I'm going to put a 428 into this since I can't get another 472 engine. So, what is this? This is trash. I gotta put that in the dumpster. So yeah, I think I got enough room underneath here for a tire off of one of the 50-something Buicks. It'll have to be the tires off the 55, which I still need to yank over here and yank out the engine and stuff for Tucker. So, oh, I just noticed something. Look at that. Yeah, that's how you do it back in the day. Take a radiator hose and put some straps on it. Huh. You know, whenever I get to that, that'll also tell me and all of you when this was pretty much last on the road. On the year on those straps there. So that's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I want to work on the front hubs because I'm pretty sure this in the back is going to be kind of difficult. Because like I said, I want to take off the fenders here. Excuse me, in order to have more room. Because I want to put like a Mustang 2 front clip on this. Yeah, there's a sticker. But I want to upgrade the suspension on this. I mean, you can with this as it is. Of course, you can't see it due to the stupid weeds. But I want to see on what kind of Mustang 2 kit I could have placed on this. Because I want everything to be drivetrain of Ford. But I want to hopefully keep us, or at least have the emblem on this as Cadillac. I just don't know. There's a lot of options out there. I want to have this as a 4-speed, but I think I'm just going to keep it an automatic. And if this becomes a 4-speed, well, I'll figure something out. Still want to keep this as a cruiser, and I've said a lot of stuff in the past, but now it's forever changing. So I guess I'm going to do some weed whacking a little bit, you know, get this vegetation down and get this side blocked up first, and well, try to loosen it. Yeah, I got about maybe 4.5 hours of work today, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The only time of the week here on Saturday afternoon that I could work on this. So yeah, I don't know what else to really expect, but I want to get this rolling so I can move it around before I start doing body work, because this, I am going to start working on it on October 1st. I'm going to get everything going, because now we have C25 gas for the MIG welder. As soon as Tucker comes home, he'll go through everything on the MIG welder, make sure all the wiring stuff is okay, because since he's an electrician, he knows that stuff, and I quite don't. So he'll make sure that it's a-okay to run, so that way it doesn't cause any unwanted electrical fires. So I'm going to put the camera down and clearing out some of that vegetation, get it jacked up, and see how the damage is, because I've only slept on the tires and in order to drag it off the trailer and keep it on and drag it over here. So I guess we'll just have to see on what happens, I suppose. Stereotype statement. Well, I just noticed this. If I did before, I've already forgotten. There's no dust cap on this side, and no dust cap on this side. Yeah, put that pile there to toss. But yeah, so it's gonna be tough. I'm still gonna take it off, but yeah, it's gonna be rough. And also too, I looked up online on my phone about this, but there's a spring around this on both sides. I moved it and everything, and there's no hole or nothing. If I can do it again. Yeah. I don't know what that's supposed to be. So if anyone knows down in the comments, please let me know. Yeah. Again, try to look it up online, but nothing. So anyways, as you can see, it's kind of bad. This might be interesting to get off. I'm not worried about damaging the front hubs because they're no good. They're lightly warped, not savable by any means. And plus, it's not going to have the original drivetrain on it anyways, because I was actually going to look into a different system and get rid of this stuff up right here. I was going to get, I want to save this back, obviously. I want to save back a lot of the original hardware as I can, because, you know, old technology, stuff like this, you really can't find anymore. But, yeah, this might be fun. Nothing may not even happen, but I'm going to try to at least get this hub off. So, yeah, at least the cutter keys are still there, but I don't mean nothing. Yep, it's interesting. Oh, by the way, I was also realizing some stuff too. Since it was on this side, you know, down the water, this right here is kind of scrunched in, but that side hasn't, so I'm gonna have to straighten this up, and may have to put a new sheet metal on right here, but I'm not sure just yet to see on how bad it is, because this spot's scrunched. This one quite isn't. I'll have to get some measuring tape and everything to see how it is, because this could either be, you know, scrunched in and pushed in, or just kind of pressed down. I mean, there's a lot of measurements that I got to do. Because sitting here, and I was looking and looking, it's like, oh yeah, that's actually kind of in instead of being bent. So it's from being sitting on this side, just kind of scrunching and going in. So, which means the back right there, I'll have to check too. I know the width on this is the same as Big Blue Betty and the 41 Oldsmobile. So, on the kind of like in the middle section right there from side to side. So, and it goes up so far until it curves. So, pretty much everything from the door holder, from the door latch on down, it's pretty much the same width. I know that much. From 41 to 48, I think. So I know 49, they really changed Cadillac and all the GM cars, so yeah, measurements I gotta check to see if it's like, you know, warped in, you know, pressed out or whatever. But also same thing too with this. So, but now enough gabbing. I'm gonna try and get this thing off. Yeah, this might be an interesting video, but again, I have about like 4.5 hours, you know, to work on this, and there's about 3 hours left because I had to do a few other things. So, yep, at least content for Sunday. That's what matters. 2 hours later, as all you saw in the short, I showed original hardware to a 1942 Cadillac. Look at that ball bearing. They're huge. The grease isn't too dry, but these hubs are no good. They're long gone. They're dead. But they'll be used in order to move this Cadillac around. And yeah, don't know what else to say other than just I got it. Original hardware for 42 Cadillac. They've never really changed too much. You know, this system to the drum brakes, Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. They're almost pretty much the same damn almost setup. Same kind of concept. Oh man, I had to get rough. I figured, well, since this is the middle section, you know, right here, where there's not much of a pad, I just went ahead and hit that son of a gun. So, busted a good hole in it, got my trusty pry bar here, got it in there and yanked it off. There's hardly any meat left on those pads, and if there was, it's long rusted or long gone or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip this. Everything's no good on it. I'm not saving nothing, because you can actually still get those kits online. I am the more I'm looking at this front end, the more I'm gonna see about contacting a particular company that makes those Mustang 2 front ends for this. I'll do measurements and everything once you know, I get both wheels you know, loosened. I'll do my measurements and all that from inside and outside the hub and everything, and see if they have something in their inventory that'll at least match this or make some sort of a custom unit for this. I just don't know yet. I know there's also other kits out there that could utilize the original steering outfit on this as well. I mean, there's options. There's just tons and tons of options out there, but it's just a matter on what to use, because I think I'm gonna, well, I'm definitely gonna put a Ford 9-inch on this. So I'll probably put Ford setup on this as well. Of course, 15-inch, but I think the only main part that's going to be a pain in the rear is to try to find year appropriate fenders for this, because you know it's a 42, and there's hardly any 42 parts out there, and if there is, they're in cars in a museum or some private collection, because I need to see if fenders off of 46 and everything will fit onto this, because I originally thought this was like a 46, 47, but now it's 42, so I got to correct a lot of stuff still. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna gut this, put it back on, see if it'll turn. I'm hoping that it does. Even if it's just slim turning, it's okay in my book. Yeah, so man, that's, don't know how many years this thing's been sitting. So yeah, that's, once again, one last look of original setup before I toss it, because all of this is no good, because some of it's even warped from rust and age. Yeah, I mean, it happens, especially when they're sitting for a while, and how this almost had a watery grave. Yeah. But alrighty, let's see what happens next. There we go. That's one wheel. So I left that little steel spacer out from it because it's actually kind of warped. Yeah, but it spins. One does. So I'll do the same to the other hub. I'll finish the rest of this car this week. And well, I guess the plan is do this hub, get it loosened up just like this one right here, and then because the beautiful thing about this steering wheel still turns left and right, but I'll have to get a spot, put Tucker's 55 Buick at. I gotta move some stuff over there, but move it out of the way, take the tires off of it, at least 3 of them, and then put them on this. But I'm gonna take off the back fenders. Starting tomorrow, I'll put some WD-40 or 10W40, excuse me, through those cracks and everything, so that way it goes down. Hopefully have a chance to, you know, get the bolts undone, or at least soaked up. Even if they break, I can still dig them out and everything. But do some measurements, and well, a rear axle off of maybe a 57 to a 59 Ford may fit onto it, but I have no spares. But that's just guessing. Gosh, I don't know. I just don't know. So I'm going to stop here very shortly. See if there's any stickers right here to lay in or not. Okay, no. So, because I want to keep the original rear axle, and you really can't see it from right here. Well, you know, you can kind of see it in the camera. There's no other better shot. But I'll have to get the new floor jack over here and just jack stuff up, put it on blocks. But this has kind of got a wide wheelbase, doesn't it? If anyone knows the wheelbase width from leaf spring to leaf spring, let me know down in the comment section. Until I can get to this to measure and do more documentation on the car. That's wide, isn't it? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for pausing. I'm just thinking here. What would be a wide wheelbase off of some Ford? I don't have the finances to speak to one guy about getting a rear axle made for this, because I found a website where a guy, or at least some company, will make 9-inch rear axles for you for anything and everything. I am seriously trying to think. Get some of these weeds out of the way. I guess I missed this when I was whipping, huh? It's a better shot, I suppose. Okay, the camera back. There we go. Yeah. I know there's still some dirt on that from when I dropped it. Well, yeah, this really does have a wide wheelbase, doesn't it? So, as we stare at this with our thumbs up in a place where the sun don't shine, let's all guess something here. Because, you know, as I said, excuse me, I've given up trying to find a 472 Cadillac engine for this, because all the ones I've found are either too far for me to grab, or they're locked up, warped, cracked blocks, or just messed up in general. So I'm going to put a 428 Cobra Jet into this. So what sort of Ford rear axle will fit underneath this? Because this baby is wide. This baby is absolutely wide. Yeah. Some more junk right there. I'll need to pick up on Monday. Oh, man. Can I get a good angle shot from right here? I don't know. That doesn't look any better, does it? Let me crawl over. There's no sticker patches here. So, yeah. So again, I don't... Damn, I'm not sure. Because I want to put a custom gas tank on this too. Because this gas tank's no good. I don't know. I know a lot of GM fans are not going to like that, but you know, it's your car. Build it however you want it. Because that's my new motto now. It's your vehicle. Build it to however you want. I got a sticker anyways. Yeah. We call them goat heads. Hate those damn things. Did this side ever lift up? No. Okay. Well, I guess that pretty much does it. But, I guess I'll start doing measurements when I get the back fenders off this week. And I'll jack it up. I'll use the new floor jack and put it up on some blocks. And then, so I'm thinking I'm going to put a big tie about right here. And so that way I have room to mess with in the back. So, well, I mean, that's progress. That's definitely progress. Oops. So, alrighty. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're slowly growing on YouTube. I'm gonna finally get back to working on vehicles. Multitasking after saving all of them. We're not gonna do no memberships, no PayPal, no Patreon, no nothing. All these vehicles are our responsibility and our responsibility alone. We're here to entertain you and provide a documentary on everything, not you to entertain us. So, spinner one last time. So, alrighty. Y'all have a go now. Take care and stay safe. See you later. And thanks again for support.